Tonight on Under the Big Tree, it's time to rummage through 20 pounds of cardboard awesomeness. Oh, it's time for the Gloomhaven unboxing. So I've been a D&D and RPG fanatic since I was pretty young, and a tremendous amount of my teenage years was spent with 20-sided dice and graph paper and pencils and imagining an entire world in which we were running around and casting spells and beating up monsters. Once you get older, it becomes a little bit more difficult to be able to get a regular group of people together to be able to play RPG games, and as a result, I switched over to doing a lot of tabletop games. But the types of tabletop games that I've always loved the most are RPG-style exploration and adventure games. And the king daddy of all of them is Gloomhaven. This is a game that has been, it's #1 on BGG. People have been losing their minds about it for a long time, and it's been very difficult to get. I ordered my copy 3 months ago, and it finally arrived yesterday. Here it is so that I can open it up and we can enjoy it in all of its goodness. Now, I'm going to be doing a series of videos on Gloomhaven. Not just on playing it, but also just enjoying the beautiful components inside of it and figuring out how to make them even nicer. So we will start with this video, which is the Gloomhaven unboxing. Then I'm going to do a video on how to quickly paint up your figures so that you can have them look nice on the table without taking a tremendous amount of your time. After that, we'll work on foamcore box inserts so you can keep track of all of the different cardboard that's inside of this box. So with that said, let's get on to the unboxing. But before we open it up, we have to do one other thing, which is weigh the bloody thing. Because I am telling you, this thing is silly. All right, let's see what the answer is. The answer is 20.2 pounds. 20.2 pounds of cardboard. 20.2 pounds. All right, now the game doesn't come shrink wrapped. Instead, all it has is little tape tabs that I will take out with an X-Acto knife. There's one, here's two, the moment arises. Okay. Oh boy, what are we gonna do? Drum roll, please. And it's time to remove the box top. Hoo-yah! 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 Hoo! All right, let's try that again. Someone's a jackass. Okay, now all of the tape, all 4 pieces, north, south, east, and west, have all been removed from the box. And so the time has come. Here we go. It's coming. Here we go. Look, I see maps. It looks all Lord of the Rings like. Ta-da! All right. Well then. Let's see what we get. The Gloomhaven rulebook, which includes a video explanation that you can watch. All right. Rulebook looks pretty good. And it is a rocking 52 pages long. So this will make some very exciting bedtime reading, I think. And then we have, oh, this must be the campaign book. Oh yes. Look at all these campaigns. All sorts of adventures to be able to have. This is 121 pages long, and I see all sorts of different stuff in here. That looks like this will be a good year's worth of entertainment, at least. Next, I think this is the game board. Wow, that really does look like the drawings from the original Lord of the Rings books. I'm sure that is not an accident. So we have both a close-up of Gloomhaven itself, which is the city that most of this stuff takes place in, but then also a ton of other places on the map to go. including little circled numbers that are the names of the adventures that you do when you get there. And my understanding is that there are also other numbers that you get, stickers that you get as you go along, to be able to add them to the map as well. So we've got some water here, some swampland, some forest, some mountains, another forest, a river. What more could you ask? This looks like Dungeons and Dragons on steroids. Okay. Then, location stickers. And here's what I was talking about. Here's a series of stickers that you put on as you go along and open up new aspects of the game to be able to play. And there is quite a number of them. I see 95 of them. 95 location stickers. And then these are achievements. Oh, that's right. So the top of the game, so there's a little bit of a legacy feel here, but not really. The top of the game, we've got these global achievements that go across there, just like that. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 global achievements that you can get. And when you do them, then I'm sure that these are the flags that go there, just to make sure you keep playing the game forever. All right, global achievement stickers. Then we get into the major cardboard. So here we go. This is a typical cardboard piece, I guess. It's all hex-based, and these are a bunch of different locations. Let's see if there's something on the other side. Oh, so smart. Excellent. So each of these things have 2 sides. Oh wait, that was 2 of them. Here we go. Oh, still so smart. Each of these things have 2 sides, which are going to allow you to be able to put them together in twice as many varieties. I see a bunch of some money and some counters and some cardboard tokens that appear to be the monsters. So that was number 1. Number 2. Here's a third one. It's got much more counters and less of the dungeon tiles. This is 3. Here comes number 4. Wow, this is gonna be so much fun, and it's gonna take so long to punch all these tiles and organize them. But we'll get to that. 4. Here comes 5. 5. Wow, a lot of big open spaces for you to be able to run around and thump on monsters. 6. Here we've got some monsters that look like they are humans, fighters of various types, of course. This is gonna be great. 7. A lot of these pieces are in very interesting and different kinds of shapes. This one's got sort of the shape of a V, and I'm sure that that's all oriented that way to give you different kind of combat opportunities. 9. More of this. I see some blank ones that you can probably use to make your own. Up here are the big bads. 10. I see some dragons and some devil and demon-y kinds of things. And a beholder, look at that. Although it's probably called something different since this isn't actually Dungeons and Dragons. 11. I'm beginning to see why this is 20 pounds of cardboard. 12. Looks like some golems and some fire salamanders and things. Some barrels. Probably some swords hiding in the barrels would be my guess. 13. 14. 15, and here's one that's got some shrubbery. So maybe you have to bring that back to the knights who say neat. I don't know. More shrubbery. No more shrubbery, but I see a bunch of trap-like things. It looks like some acid and some oozy stuff that you could accidentally step into, which will give you a bad day, and some treasure chests. All right. And here we have, looks like those are some coffins. I'm guessing there's probably some dead things that are coming out of those coffins that are gonna really try to give you a bad day. And here's a big open space for just a lot of all-out brawling. And this is the last one. Now, what do we have? Here are some pieces of paper here. Oh, envelopes. Envelopes with seals on them. So we are not going to open said envelopes. Here are party sheets to allow us to be able to write down the information about our various characters, which is fun. Oh, this looks like some sort of an alphabet, some sort of a code to be able to decode the language of Gloomhaven. And here's a whole bunch of teeny tiny enhancement stickers that you no doubt put on your character card. They are really small. But you put them on so that you can catch your benefits. You can watch your benefits as you go. Here's a book that's also closed. We will not open it. It's called Town Records. I guess we're going to be exploring and learning more about Gloomhaven as time goes on. Then we've got some foam. And here are the experience and damage counters. So I believe that these are counters that let you know how your character is doing. So rather than having to write it down, you just have these dials and you just change them as you go, which is great. There's 4 of them. Okay, now we have some boxes that I'm sure have to do. Oh, these are the characters. Of course they are. So each box has got a different character in it, and each box has got a symbol that is unique to that character. We're only going to be pulling out the initial party characters so that there'll be lots of surprises along the way. You have to have something to make it fun over the next year. Here's a bunch more. Goodness gracious, how many of these are there? Wow, there's a lot. All right, how many of these character boxes are there all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a saw. 17, 18 characters. Count them. And then it looks like we've got a really heavy-duty plastic card tray down here, which is cool. Now these, I know, are the individual character sheets. They're little envelopes that are going to hold all of the separate decks of cards and all of the stats and all of that stuff for each of the characters. And once again, I know that half the fun of this game is playing with one character and then retiring them and then going and playing another character. So let's just, without even looking at these too carefully, it looks like there's one of these for each of these. And so therefore there should be 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Looks like we've got some plastic standees. The white standees are for the normal monsters, and the yellow standees are for the boss version, so you can tell the difference between them. And then we get in here and we've got a ton of cards. Let's see. Here are some individual tokens. No idea what they're for. We'll figure it out. And then we've got a whole bunch of decks of cards. So here are, looks like cards for some of the various monsters. Those are small cards. Here's player reference and packs of other cards. This says pack A. City cards. I'll bet that these are a whole bunch of little individual quests and adventures that you can go on. Oh yeah, so there'll be a little story here, and then you have to make a decision. You can do A or B and decide what you're going to do, and the result of that, of course, will be changes to the story as you go along. Road cards, same kind of thing, I think. And then here's a whole series of other, these are quest cards. Complete 3 scenarios of a particular type. So that's pretty interesting. And then once you do that, then you can open one of these boxes. So that's going to be, this is going to be the mechanism for growth. And then this looks like treasures. Boots of Striding, it says. Tons and tons of treasures. And, oh, that's right, these are combat boon cards I believe that you draw these and they'll give you some sort of a modifier, either good or bad, as you're playing. And these look like these are magic or higher level treasure cards than the other ones. The one that we see here is Boots of Levitation. Okay, then we've got more of those combat modifier cards. And then this looks like it's more quest cards. There's a stone wall on the front. It looks like these are individual quest things that you should do at the end of an adventure rather than the long-term quest cards that were those other ones. And then some cards that I have no idea what they are. So we're getting to the bottom of this. So here are the cards that have all of the combat for all of the various monsters. So you go and you randomly move these around and select which side you're going to do. So each of these, for example, this Bandit Commander has got 4 different sides, and each of those are a little bit different. So you can have a lot of differences and a lot of variation in the combat when you have them. And this is one thick package of monsters. Then we've got, oh yes, these are the holders. So these are the holders that you put the monster cards in to be able to keep track of what it is that you need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's set up so that you can play against a total of 6 different types of enemies at the same time. All right. Well, this is really, really incredible. I'm just going to finish up here and pull out all of the character boxes. Okay, so with that, all we have left in this very large, deep box is the plastic card holder and character holder. And that's all there is. Or is it? So my final thoughts after doing this unboxing, of course, is, oh my god, I can hardly wait to play this. Do I have to go to work? Really? Can't I just sit here and, get bags of Cheetos and liter bottles of Pepsi and just sit around playing Gloomhaven by myself all day, forever? Can't I? No. But that's okay. That's okay. It'll be that much more wonderful because of the fact that it's going to have to be something that I'm going to have to set up and be able to play with, and it'll be a special occasion-y kind of thing, and then it won't take a year, it'll take like 5 years to finish it. But that's okay because there won't be any other board games that come along during that time that will be interesting to me or that will catch my fancy or anything like that. But having said that, I am so darn excited. It's finally here after 3 months of waiting for it. The next thing to do is to put all of this stuff back, and then I'm gonna have to start figuring out how to take all of these things apart. Once that's done, then it's going to be time to pimp my Gloomhaven. So we'll be doing some other videos on how to be able to make the miniatures look a little bit nicer without spending forever on it, how to organize this unbelievable amount of stuff so it doesn't take an hour to set up every time you play. So we're going to be building foam core inserts for this. And so I'm going to do videos on teaching you how to make foam core inserts using Gloomhaven. So that's it for Under the Big Tree tonight. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you like what we're doing, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. For now, this is Nick signing off, so I can sit here and ogle this cardboard some more.